To Pokemon knowledge. What a time to be alive. Let me know in the chat, how is the microphone? I had 1,000 comments on the last video. People telling me my microphone was too low. Listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. This hobby. Listen, I come on this channel every day and I say the same shit every day. I say this hobby's crazy, this market's going to pop, it's wild. That's exactly what's happening. I have never seen so much hype over a set as I have Surging Sparks. It's wild right now. Please let me know in the chat how my mic is. But I made 2 thumbnails for today's video. I don't know which one I'm going to use. Let me know down in the comments after this video is over, which thumbnail did you click on? Because I'll show you. I got 2 thumbnails. We're going to do this one. And then in a couple hours from now, so I don't know what are people going to click on? Do they want to click on the green arrows going up? Or in about 8 hours from now, I'm just going to change it to this thumbnail. And then maybe when I leave for work, I'm going to change it to this. When I get home from work, I'm going to change it back to the green. You know why? Because I don't know. What are you guys clicking on? What do you want to watch? Do you want this one? Or do you want that one? Guess what? You're going to get both thumbnails for today's video. You get the green arrows going up, and you're going to get the red arrows going down. We're going to see which one people click on the most. Let me know which one got you the click. And the best part of all this is, the title of this video is, Should You Invest? It's should you. It doesn't say you should. It doesn't say you shouldn't. So, it's all about, just context. And we can definitely talk context. I feel like listen, in 2020, one of the things we talked about more than anything else was, I can't believe how many new people are entering this hobby, and a lot of people are going to experience the ups and downs and that initial access to what is Pokemon. And I thought that we wouldn't see like crazy growth after that. I was dead wrong. We have seen so many more people join recently. The same way as a lot of the people that joined during Sword and Shield, that Sun and Moon almost felt vintage because they couldn't get their hands on it. And then the same way now you got people copping into Scarlet and Violet. Now they're looking back on some of these sets from Sword and Shield like, oh, I'll never get my hands on Evolving Skies. Man, I wish I was there for Evolving Skies. And like, for you, Evolving Skies August 2021. You look back on these and you just say, there's no way, right? But this hobby is very cyclical. It just repeats itself. It's like the movie Groundhog's Day. The only difference is you have new people joining. So what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to teach you everything there is to know about Pokemon in the last 5 years. Because really that's all that matters. The only thing that matters is the last 5 years, because Sun and Moon and previous, the markets were so different that it's hard to really equate it. So I'm going to bring this up here. And on today's video, I'm going to give everybody who's new to Pokemon, and I'm going to start making videos for people that are new to Pokemon. I'm going to make a video pretty soon that's just how to send cards to PSA. I thought we were past that point. We're right back at it. I mean, hearing so many people talk about GameStop, how, people are going to finally have their first opportunity to grade cards, and it's like, everybody's grading cards. Listen, we live in a bubble. I'm expanding out of the bubble. I'm just going to talk in real, general terms, and then as the weeks go on, I'm just going to narrow it down, because I can't believe how many new people are entering, and it's great. One of the things I think back on, so I never joined the Pokenomics Patreon. I never joined the Pokenomics Discord, but I know a lot of people that did, right? And I look at that original group of people, call it that original core group from that Pokenomics Discord back in the day. Some of those people probably not even members of that Discord anymore. But I look at the real original, call them the OGs of that. And, Jake from Pokenomics is obviously leading that. And you look at the people that came out of that Discord. you got some people doing real things in this hobby, major things in this hobby. It's wild. I mean, this month alone, well, I didn't come out of the Pokenomics Discord, but this month alone, in October, I'm either going to directly or indirectly, whether that's through personal or public sales, private sales, or through Fanatics Live, I'm going to move over 6 figures of Pokemon in the month of October. That is over $100,000 worth of Pokemon. Me, one little man in the grandma's basement, is going to move while still working a full-time job. I'm going to either directly or indirectly move 6 figures worth of Pokemon, doing this as a part-time hobby. Perspective. Think about that. There are businesses that don't do that sort of like volume in a month. The hobby is wild. If anyone out there dares to tell you that is anything different, you tell them they are wrong. I started out as a little kid, like say the word little kid, sure I'd already graduated college, but a young adult who had no clue what he was doing, living in a man camp in North Dakota, buying unlimited base set Raichus and filling up a shoebox full of Pokemon cards in a man camp in North Dakota when I was bored. I took a man buying unlimited Raichus, and until October 2024, I'm going to move 6 figures worth of Pokemon this month, either directly or indirectly. This hobby is special. If you are not making money now today, you may never make money in Pokemon. And it's not a market issue. It's not a hobby issue. It's a you issue if you are not capitalizing today. This hobby is wild. You have to, I was going to say you would have to be blind, but I'm going to retrace that. And I'm going to say even a blind man can navigate this hobby right now, this market. There is so much demand. I mean, yeah, I heard it from a million people. I was on every Discord group. I got pinged. Safari Zone put up Surging Sparks booster boxes. The numbers I heard were close to 500 booster boxes got put up. And they were up for like less than 15 minutes. Because they had them listed at $100 per box. $100 per booster box Safari put up in quantities like close to 500, and it was evaporated in a quarter of an hour. That's 15 minutes. Some people were telling me 10 minutes. I didn't see it. Like I didn't click on the Safari Zone link, so I'm rounding up an extra 5 minutes. Instead of 10 minutes, I'm saying 15. It might have been less than 15 minutes. We saw potentially 500 booster boxes of Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks, the newest set. A pre-order set got evaporated. Now, this is where some people are going to learn from history. Some people are going to navigate this market fantastically. Some people are going to crash and burn. Fortunes will be made and fortunes will be lost in this market. And unfortunately, some fortunes will be made off of the negligence or inability to navigate a market like this by a lot of people. One of the videos I made, and I've talked about a lot of things, and it's a quote I'm going to keep saying. No one has ever gone broke taking profits. That is one thing true about Pokemon. No one has ever gone broke. There will be people that will hop in, and they will not be able to navigate this beautiful, beautiful boom period. You know, everyone always talks about like bull market or bear market. But what is really a bear market? A bear market is still just a hibernating market. But it's still a bear. Yes, bulls has horns and it runs really fast and it runs at anything red. That is a bull. But a bear is scary. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Think about it. Bears are scary. Bulls are scary. Especially when you're standing in the path of either one of them. Would I rather stand in front of a bull charging at me, or would I rather stand in front of a grizzly bear charging after me? Guess what? I don't want to be in front of either because they're both scary. They both can do damage. And there will be people that will not navigate this. And I'm going to go through for everybody out there who's new to Pokemon. I'm going to give you a crash course history lesson in all things Pokemon. And unfortunately for a lot of people out there not new to this channel, a lot of this is going to be information that they already know. But it's going to be an important baseline for so many people out there. So, what I'm going to do is just do this. This right here is just set list. Set list. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna walk you through this as if I was holding your hand, walking through the history of Pokemon in modern time. I said I was gonna start at Sword and Shield, but we'll start a little earlier. Sure, team up. Detective Pikachu. Nobody wanted Detective Pikachu. They came in stupid detective or collection boxes or whatever they're called. Like, here. Where are we? Hold on. Hold on. I'm not even gonna pull. I was gonna pull out a bunch of piles of Detective Pikachus. Everything's messed up. Thanks a lot, Dan, for messing up all my organization. I was gonna throw a bunch of Detective Pikachus in the sky, or packs in the sky. Nobody cared about Detective Pikachu. Team Up. People kind of did care about it. Team Up never had big reprints. Team Up exploded because of tag team Pokemon cards. Never got big reprints. Unbroken Bonds, tag team cards. Yeah, sure, you had the Charizard. Big Chase. Unbroken Bonds got reprinted. Even though it was a tag team set, didn't matter. Unbroken Bonds got a huge reprint. Nobody wanted Unbroken Bonds. Unified Minds, pretty decent, like, hype behind it. You had, a Mewtwo and a Mew. People were all around, like, okay with Unified Minds. Nobody screamed from the mountaintops about Unified Minds. It was not crazy like that. Next up, Hidden Fates. This set right here is where everything changes, in my opinion. Really changes big. Hidden Fates was the first set that was really, truly scarce. Really, truly hard to find was Hidden Fates. We saw huge premiums for Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates checked all the boxes. It came at the most ideal time. There's always a timeline where a bunch of people get into Pokemon. Hidden Fates came out in August of 2019. It was a perfect timeline. You had a lot of people, for whatever reason, re-entered Pokemon, rediscovered Pokemon. I call it people coming of age. And what I mean by coming of age is when you're younger, you usually go through a pretty standard order in this hobby. So a pretty standard order is you grew up with Pokemon as a kid, and then you grew up and you grew out of Pokemon because you grew up. You started chasing girls. You went to middle school. You went to high school. You were still chasing girls. Maybe you were playing sports. Then you went to college. You were still chasing girls. Maybe if you were good at sports, you were playing sports. You're playing team stuff, and you forgot about Pokemon because you grew up, you got old. You grew out of Pokemon. And then at some point, everybody's story is a little different. Whether you got back in COVID or some major life event, or you just rediscovered your binder in your grandma's house in the attic one day when you were cleaning out and you said, I remember this binder. I want to start collecting Pokemon cards. Whatever happens, you grow back up into Pokemon. So you grew out of it when you were a kid. You grow back into it as an adult. For whatever reason, Hidden Fates is that set right there. Hidden Fates, people grew up back into Pokemon. I want to make sure you guys can see. Yes, you are seeing this screen. Hidden Fates ETBs ran up to $300 before massive reprints came. Reprints came and was able to knock Hidden Fates back down to about $150. Hidden Fates is still a product that MSRPs at the time, specialty sets, MSRP'd for $49.99. And it was able to run up to $300, and it ran after reprints back down to $150, and it stayed stagnant for a long time. Cosmic Eclipse, great set. Introduction of character cards. We got the Red's Pikachu, Lieutenant Surge's Magnemite, Mimikyu, and what is it? There's a Dawn and Piplup. There's the Ace of Roller and Mimikyu. There's forget I'm spacing on the other ones. But either way, Sun and Moon introduced those, but still had it. Sun and Moon was, or excuse me, Cosmic Eclipse was about as deep of a set as you can get when it came to hits. Cosmic Eclipse unfortunately kind of got overlooked because of Hidden Fates, and a couple months later in February, we had the new hype thing coming out, Sword and Shield. There was a lot of hype that was surrounding Sword and Shield at the beginning. The same way there was a lot of hype when we moved into Scarlet and Violet. And the same way as whatever the next expansion we come out into, there'll be hype around that too. Cosmic Eclipse came out in November 2019, was perfectly positioned to have a reprint. But what happened was, right here, Sword and Shield got released in February. Do you see this big jump? February, March, April, May. Well, in March of 2020, printers shut down at Millennium Print Group, who prints Pokemon cards. The printers were done. COVID lockdowns happened. They literally were no longer printing Pokemon cards. So Sword and Shield and Rebel Clash already had those cards like sort of in the works. And then things started to get pretty scarce because during that shutdown, everybody else was locked in at home. Everybody rediscovered something from their childhood. A lot of people rediscovered Pokemon. One of the things, too, that happened right before Cosmic Eclipse, so this is 2020. So the hype hasn't really gone crazy yet. I told you Hidden Fates was wild, but that was it. So you already start to have demand start at Hidden Fates. But it's not wild explosion. Everything's going nuts. Sword and Shield comes out. Rebel Clash. Now, the printers shut down. Cards are still out there. You can still pick up cards, but the supply is getting really, really low. And at distribution, a lot of these sets start to dry up during that time. Team Up starts to dry up. The huge reprint of Unbroken Bonds dries up. Unified Minds dries up. Hidden Fates was already tough to get. Cosmic Eclipse start to dry up, but that's okay. Everybody was waiting for reprints. Well, guess what? The printers shut down. There were no reprints to be had. And then you have Darkness Ablaze, Champion's Path. Champion's Path put out a Charizard ETB with a Charizard artwork. People went crazy about it. 2 Charizards in the set. The set before that, Darkness Ablaze VMAX Charizard were selling in the PSA 10 for hundreds of dollars. Hundreds with an S. Then, right before Vivid Voltage, October 2020, Logan Paul makes his video opening up a first edition base set booster box. October, next set that lines up, Vivid Voltage. Want to know about Vivid Voltage? Tell me if it reminds you a little bit about Surge and Sparks. Crazy, absolute demand for Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage at pre-release was the last set that you were even able to pre-order Vivid Voltage. You could not pre-order Vivid Voltage after. Like you could, I'll get into what I mean by pre-order. Like people stopped taking pre-orders. Vivid Voltage, you can still pre-order it for like $95 a booster box. Then it just exploded. Hypermax, VMAX, Pikachu. Carried this set. People talked about that card was selling for over 4 figures, over $1,000 in a PSA 10 for a Vivid Voltage, VMAX Pikachu. It was the biggest card ever. Vivid Voltage introduced Amazing Rares. Everybody went fucking nuts over Amazing Rares. Vivid Voltage was going to be this big set. We watch booster boxes of Vivid Voltage go from $95 at pre-release all the way up to $280. The ETB for Vivid Voltage went up to $150 for the ETB. Darkness Ablaze went up to $120 per ETB. The market was crazy. Shining Fates came out, a specialty set. A set you can still go on to Pokemon Center right now today. Shining Fates pre-order prices, $120. Did you hear what I just said? Vivid Voltage was the last set you could pre-order. $95 a booster box. Ran all the way up to $280. Next specialty set that came out, only 4 months later, a set that should MSRP for $49.99 was pre-order sales at 120. You had a booster box right before that, went from 95 at pre-order to a specialty set at 120. You know what followed Shining Fates? Battle Styles. Battle Styles is looked back on as not one of the greatest sets of Sword and Shield. Battle Styles was selling at 150 at release. When you hear about people saying, oh, we were maxing out, everybody was trying to get into distribution, it's because of these sets. This block right here, starting Champion's Path, Vivid Voltage, Shining Fates, Battle Styles. That was when everybody wanted distribution, because I just told you Battle Styles right at release was $150. Everyone wanted distribution because the tendies were there to be made. Shout out to Cool Trainer Ryan. Love the guy with all my heart. Great dude. Ryan never sold any of his sealed product. He hoarded that shit until it turned into what it is. Do you want to know the one exception he ever made? Was Battle Styles. Battle Styles was the only set that Ryan sold right when he got his product, because he saw the craziness of the market. He's like, wait, I'm going to spend $86 at distribution, and I'm going to be able to instantly sell this at $150 as soon as it's going to literally be delivered to me on a pallet, and then I'm instantly push this out. That was Battle Styles. Next up, Chill and Rain. I got in arguments with people because Chill and Rain creeped all the way up to $160, and I was saying to people to wait on Chill and Rain. People call me crazy to say wait on Chill and Rain at $160 a booster box. I didn't think it was a good buy. Well, guess what? Chill and Rain got reprinted. Battle Styles got reprinted. Shining Fates got reprinted. Vivid Voltage ETBs got reprinted. Vivid Voltage Booster Box got reprinted. Darkness Ablaze ETBs got reprinted. So you had Darkness Ablaze ETBs went from $120 to like $20. People could barely sell Darkness Ablaze ETBs after the reprint for like between $25 and $30. It wasn't even worth it to ship. Vivid Voltage crashed down from $280 a booster box to $105. Shining Fate still to this day you could pick up at MSRP. And this shit was released before Evolving Skies, before Chill and Rain, before Battle Styles. You could still pick up Chill and Rain. Battle Styles got reprinted, got obliterated. Huge dump of Battle Styles, Chill and Rain, Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies all hit at the same time. Battle Styles went to $80 a booster box. I told you at release it was $150. Chill and Rain, I told you I was getting in arguments with people telling them, don't buy it at $160. I think it's going to get reprinted. Chill and Rain, as I walk through the valley of the $79.95 booster box, I fear no evil. That is Chill and Rain. Evolving Skies, always a strong set. During that reprint window, Battle Styles, Chill and Rain, Evolving Skies got knocked down to $95. I have screenshots on my phone. I took all in the same day because I knew we were in something special. And you know what happened right here with the reprints? The Timmies got crushed. You know who didn't get crushed? Everyone that believed in Pokemon. That's why I could make a video titled, As I Walk to the Valley of the $79.95 booster box, I Fear No Evil. Because while everybody was saying the sky was falling, the world was over, Pokemon investing is dead. Pokemon investing was dead after that reprint. That's what people said. Those who didn't believe that shit stayed the course. I know that's kind of like what Rudy says. Stays the course, stays the line. I stayed the line. Never stopped talking about this stuff. There were other people out there. Never stopped talking about this stuff. The same way as you got all these YouTubers popping up. At the time, back here, everybody was talking about how Pokemon was so invested, and then all those channels, they evaporated during this time. And some people definitely stayed, but a lot of channels came and went. Because you know what? Anyone can navigate when the market is going up. Because you know what? All you got to do is you just go like this. Blindly point, buy that, and you know what? You'll probably be right. Anyone can navigate when shit's going up. Only the real ones can navigate it when it's going down. When you can double down and say, now is the time. You make your biggest like positions in this stuff. Now is the time you buy Chill and Rain at 80. Now is the time you buy Battle Styles at 80. Now is the time you buy Evolving Skies at 95. Now is the time you buy Fusion Strike at 90. When it's easy when everything's going up because you just look smart. It's the hard part is when it was crashing. And that's where I came out of. That's where this channel came out of, and that's where I take the most pride in anything I ever said on this channel is during that timeline. Because during that timeline, if you look at how many videos I put out more videos during that timeline than I had at any other point of my collecting career. Because I believed in the hobby so much. Celebrations, amazing set, reprinted forever, kept being available, kept making it out. Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, solid set. Brilliant Stars went crazy, took forever. Huge supply of Brilliant Stars, took forever for the shit that gets sold out of Pokemon Center. Same thing with Lost Origin. Huge amount. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, terrible set. Only set I ever shit on was Pokemon Go. Only set I ever shit on. And that was like a lot of personal reasons that I made. I'm not even going to get into that, but a lot of personal reasons that I was making why Pokemon Go sucks videos. But Lost Origin took forever to go out of stock for Pokemon Center. But you know what happened when it did? It exploded. Over $200 a booster box. Brilliant Stars went from 140. It's at the 185 mark. Silver Tempest took a long time. Crown Zenith, fantastic set. Unfortunately, got a lot of reprint for packs. Scarlet and Violet, same shit all over again. Scarlet and Violet, ton of it. Kept getting reprinted. Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, then 151 came out. You know, still to this day, I've never met the person that was negative on 151, who does not like 151. I'm still waiting to meet that person. This is the only set that everyone was in agreement on. Original Kanto Pokemon, original 151. Till all this shit went on, until eventually we're now at Surge and Sparks. As this was going on, demand was growing. Well, first of all, I'm going to be honest with you. This is where demand, in my opinion, starts growing. Black and White. Then it gets a little bit bigger here. You get another generation bigger. Sun and Moon. Hobby gets a little bit bigger. I forgot to mention 2016 XY, but we're not going to go that far back. This is, you know, Pokemon Go timeline. Hobby grows a little bit more. Hobby explodes. You know what happens with an explosion? You get a huge fall off of people. But you know what happens? When the money's there, it brings them all right back. They all come back. All the Timmies that didn't make money the first time around, they all see their opportunity now, and they're going to hop on. If you do not navigate this market correctly, you have learned nothing in all your time in Pokemon. The most money will be made, and this is the best part too, is it like, I don't even remember when I did it, but I was like, the most money will be made or lost. Fuck, what year was it? It's like 2002. Or what? I don't even remember. Maybe it was 2023. Maybe it was like September. I think it was when 151 came out. I said the most money will be made or lost in the next 6 months. Or I forget where it was. I don't remember. But it was like a huge period. I never timed a video so well titled and perfectly timed because everything crashed. And then right after that 6 month mark, it was like somebody turned a light switch on and everything started to go back up. What we are seeing right now is craziness. We are back here. We're back here. Where people are talking about, should I pre-order? Should I pre-order Shining Fates? Should I pre-order Battle Styles? Should I pre-order Chill and Rain? Should I pre-order Evolving Skies? That's where we're back. This is a rocket ship. It is fueled up. We're not running with rocket fuel. We have hydrogen. We are sitting on a hydrogen bomb. There's about to be a nuclear reaction going on underneath us. We are blasting off. Team Rocket. Prepare for trouble and make it double. To protect the world from devastation. to unite all people within our nation. Think about it. To denounce the evils of truth and love, we are coming up on the Team Rocket set pretty soon. We are coming into the gym sets pretty soon. Before those hit, we're going to get our Evolution set. Which thumbnail do I go with? In a couple hours, these are the two thumbnails. Please, if you're just tuning in now, please, when you make your comment of the video, please tell me, was it this thumbnail that you joined the video for? Or was it this thumbnail? Because this is the thumbnail I believe I started the video with. And in about, I get up around 6 a.m. So around 6:30, it will be this thumbnail. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. It doesn't matter. The thumbnails mean nothing. Is it going to be green arrows going up or red arrows going down? It doesn't matter. This hobby is fucking wild. I don't know which. I think I started with this thumbnail. Green arrows going up. I'm going to see which one do people like more. Do they like the red arrows going down or do they like the green arrows going up? We are out here, guys. We are doing big things. This hobby is wild. If you are not excited about right now, today, in the hobby, you will never be excited for this hobby. If you were waiting for the boom, everyone always says, what will be the next black swan? Do you remember that conversations? Because COVID was a black swan. Everybody got locked in. Printers shut down. People rediscovered Pokemon. The Logan Paul hype happened in October. Remember that? Black Swan event. Black Swan event just means like a special like thing happens, and then because of that one special thing, which is not easily repeatable, if ever. And some people say that you'll never see another Black Swan event. There is nothing that is happening right now today that is Black Swanish. Nothing, no single data point where I could point my finger at and say, this is one of like the catalysts for all this hype, for all this hobby to explode right now. There's none of that. So that just means we are running into the most glorious, glory of the Team Rocket, but the most glorious time, because we are now talking and we are now going to start having a conversation about pure organic demand. Do you know how important those three words mean for this hobby? Pure organic demand. 3 words. It's going to go crazy in the next couple months. I'm speculating on it. A lot of people are speculating on it. Some people are going to come out of this great. If you do not navigate this correctly, though, you could get destroyed by reprints. One of the things that is also happening, too, is Pokemon has not been reprinting stuff. Paldea Evolved, I'm officially on the record as originally saying reprint. After I saw the quote-unquote reprint, I'm now officially on the record as saying restock. And the reason why is because if it was reprint, I think P Football Pete would have got it. I think Hills Wholesale Gaming's would have got it. Neither one of those guys got it. The Safari Zones didn't get it. The people that truly dictate the market. I'm not going to get on my dictate the market rant. Sure, I'll say that again. But the people that really matter, the people that are actually deciding bottom prices, they didn't get any of that shit. So Paldea Evolve for me was a reprint, was a restock and not a reprint. But we are primed. You know, one thing that Pokemon does fantastically, so much better than most people, is they have a really, really good finger on the pulse of this hobby. And for the majority of Pokemon, now, there's always the exceptions, but for the majority of Pokemon, they are really, really good at limiting product to meet demand. Pokemon could be a cash grab company, and they've had their opportunities in the very recent past. Evolving Skies was a set we talked about on this channel and every other freaking YouTube channel till we were blue in the face. Evolving Skies. Everyone got tired of listening to Evolving Skies. especially reprints. You know why? Evolve and Skies could have been reprinted again and again and again, and there still would have been people there to scoop it up. But it never came, so Pokemon never got greedy. 151, yeah, we're in the middle of reprints for it. You ask anyone, what was the set most likely to be reprinted 151? And you know what? Look at the demand for Scarlet and Violet 151. Shout out to the Rattle Pokemon Discord. If you're not in that Discord and you are new to this hobby, you are doing yourself a disservice. You might as well just shoot yourself in the foot at this point. Rattle Discord is so valuable, especially for new people. And one of the things that Rattle has done recently, which has been a huge help for so many people, is the bots that now ping Pokemon Center, Best Buy, Walmart. So you're notified when booster bundles for 151 go up for, sale on all these major websites, because you got a bot constantly in the background pinging these websites, and then you see the restocks. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Rattle Discord bot, which has not been around for that long, has made hundreds, at least easily over $100,000. I'm going to start saying hundreds, but you know what? Maybe it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's made people in that Discord potentially greater than $200,000. I can see that being very easily. That Discord bot, just for me alone, has probably made me 5 figures just by picking up stuff when it gets restocked. There's definitely a lot of people watch that thing way more religiously than me, especially the Pokemon Center one. A lot of people are scooping up good deals. That thing is a cash register. Every time somebody gets a notification on their phone for one of those Rattle Discord restock bots, they should just have a cash register sound. And every time one of those notifications comes through, it just says cha-ching, 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 because it's literally a cash register at this point for so many people. It's probably in the $200,000. It's made people. Just 151 alone. Booster bundles dropping at $26 on Pokemon Center. Or booster bundles dropping at $28 on Walmart. Booster bundles, that's like double your money almost instantly. Maybe not quite, but pretty close to it. I saw pretty recently that the TCG player, their price was like $8.60 a pack. $8.60 a pack. And that is a set that we are in the middle of the reprint. Now is your best time to pick up 151. It's still being restocked daily on different websites. We just got an announcement for a 151 reprint of a specialty collection box. I don't know enough about this specialty collection box. It could just be like a Costco or a, like BJ's or one of those big box retailers. Like it could be like one of those type of collection boxes. Same thing how recently at Sam's Club we saw the Crown Zenith Rayquaza Sky Shiny, I don't even know the name of the box, but it could be like that. It could just be like a Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's like membership kind of deal thing. I don't know. It is still going to drive down the price of the pack in like the near term when a lot of that price is available, or a lot of that product is available. But I'm wondering if this is Pokemon's last hurrah. Just like, listen, anybody out there didn't get their chance to pick up 151. Well, here's your chance. Pokemon, a couple times a year, they literally just write free golden tickets. Like Willy Wonka from the Chocolate Factory. They go, here's your ticket for today, PK. Shout out number 1 mod in the game. Drew, here's your ticket. PokeKid, here's your ticket. McNick, here's your ticket. All the guys in the Rattle Discord, here's your ticket. All the Spicy Boys, here's your ticket. Yeah, everyone gets a golden ticket. It doesn't matter if it's special delivery Pikachu. Doesn't matter if it's special delivery Bidoof. Doesn't matter if it's special delivery Charizard. Doesn't matter if it's Van Gogh promos. Doesn't matter if it's Scream promos. Fast forward a little bit before that. It doesn't matter if it's 151 products constantly being released. It doesn't matter if it's Squirtle Pokemon Center stamp promos. It doesn't matter if it's Charmander Pokemon Center stamp promos from Obsidian Flames. Once in a while, Pokemon just gives everyone free ticket. Here you go. This is your free ticket. Redeem this for cash. They always throw people bones here and there. 151, they're throwing people bones left and right. We are in So back to the 151, which is most amazing about all that. The most amazing thing about 151 is I told you we are in the middle of a reprint, and I just told you on TCG Player prices per pack were creeping up to like $8.60. What? What is going on? We are in a wild time. Go on any video, talk to anyone. Take your head out of the sand. We are in the time. This is the time. 151 is king of kings, in my opinion. I love it. Surge and Sparks is going to do good. I think it's going to get reprinted. I haven't thought a lot of these sets are going to get reprinted. I think Surge and Sparks is going to get reprinted, and I'm really happy to think Surge and Sparks is going to get reprinted because that, in my opinion, now means Twilight Masquerade is not going to get reprinted. Speaking of Twilight Masquerade, when was the last time we did a heat check on Twilight Masquerade? It's been a while. And by a while, I mean we do it every single video, but let's do a heat check right now. Let's get back. Let's do a heat check. Heat check coming up. What are we at? So, Twilight Masquerade. Where are we at? Twilight Masquerade. Booster case. $900. That is our annual or our weekly heat check. Still at $900. I think it was $900 last. It's a crazy time. Red arrows going up. Green arrows going down. Green arrows going up. Red arrows going down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what my thumbnail for this video is going to be. Is it going to be this thumbnail? Is it going to be this thumbnail? We started with this thumbnail, but you better bet your ass later. Tomorrow morning, we're changing it to this one. It does not matter. The thumbnails do not matter. The only thing that matters is how crazy this market is. Look at that handsome devil. If you guys do not understand the reason for this pose, it's because you are not an OG on this channel, but I'll explain it to you so you do not think I'm crazy. So before I had this area, before I had this backdrop, I used to sit and record all my videos once upon a time ago in my living room on my couch. My couch does not have armrests, so I wasn't able to like put my arms down. So in order to like rest my arms as I was making a video, I would rest my hands on my knees like this while I was talking to people through Zoom chats that would be live streamed on YouTube. So my elbows would be resting on my knees on my couch. So because every single video when I was talking to people, I'd always be sitting like this, having a conversation or listening to them. That is where this view came from. Some people know that. A lot of people don't know that. But you know what? I'm not changing it. Sometimes you just gotta stick with it. Anyways. You guys are new to this channel. My name is PK. This channel's name is Poké Knowledge Cards. I love Pokemon more than most people love most things. All I want to do is talk about Pokemon. Everything about Pokemon. I do a weekly live every Thursday night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. With that said, I always do my rant at the beginning, and then for the second half of today's video, I will be reading the chat. I do see a lot of people in the chat. Let's see, we got Luke said, PK Rockets ETB. The Rocket ETB has not been made yet. Nor. PK, I'll be honest with you, 151 sealed display at Walmart. You can't put a set in the Surge and Sparks. Yeah, man, if you're going to back 151 instead of Surge and Sparks, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get any complaints from me. Like, do whatever you feel is best. This is the problem for a lot of this, which I told you earlier. It's just you could close your eyes and just point to something. A lot of the answers for a lot of this stuff is just buy everything. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. But a lot of it is just buy everything. There's some really cheap product right now, especially for Scarlet and Violet. And this is the thing about Scarlet and Violet. I said that there was a time you could wait. And that time is drying up on sets like Paradox Rift, Obsidian Flame, Scarlet and Violet Base, Temple Forces. You had a ton of time. And now, this is where people will take my words out of context. When I say, wait, when Scarlet Violet is released, or City in Flames, or Paradox, or Temple Force, and I'm not saying to buy these sets, people take that as me being like bearish, me not believing in Pokemon. No, I just want to put my money where I think it's going to do the best in that timeline. And then eventually, when the timeline gets to the point where then I say, okay, now Scarlet and Violet base is a play. Now Obsidian Flames will become a play. Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces. We are finally moved to that point where now these are starting to be plays. But when I was saying, I never talked about these sets. I mean, you could go back and watch 100 videos. Like, sure, I talk about them a little bit, but I never say to buy them. But now is the time. It just took a long time to get here. And the problem is a lot of, that is the thing where, like, me saying wait on these sets is other people saying bearish. No, it's just, I have a finite amount of capital in this hobby in order to buy and sell and trade and deal with. And most people run into that boat. So a lot of the content I make on this channel is about the day-to-day. If you go back and watch videos 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, they're only relevant in the moment that those videos come out. Because the way I operate this channel is very much in the now. A lot of people don't like to live in the now. They want to just live in the 5-year timeline. That's great. Maybe you'll learn a little bit or a little something from this channel. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just enjoy it. But it is what it is. Namp90, good to see ya. Gear and M. Checks collects. Good to see you. I've been seeing you around there. Checks recently. Appreciate you giving me some support. Brown CLM. Good to see you. Nor said, people will like the crash thumbnail better, probably. Appreciate you guys. Nor said I could put a dark screen up and he would still watch. I appreciate that. Anyone who is excited for GameStop grade and isn't watching these Pokemon channels anyways. Also true. I mean, yeah, why have GameStop grade your cards? People are like, oh, it's free shipping if you are like a pro member. You get free shipping through GameStop. So you pay a little extra per card. Yeah, maybe you get free shipping, but if you're sending out big bulk returns, like shipping ends up being like 20 cents a card. So I don't care. I mean, listen, there are going to be some people who get wrecked on grading. Like, they're going to get wrecked because they're just not good pre-graders. But that's not a bad thing. Everyone should get wrecked on their early subs, with one caveat, that you learn from those mistakes. Now, if you get wrecked on your first submission and you do not learn from those mistakes, then that's a little different. Pokey said, buy Evolving Sparks. I probably said Evolving Sparks a bunch of times. I say words all over the place. Evolving Skies, Shining Fates, Hidden Fates, Shining Legends, Paldea Fates, Paldea Evolved. I don't know. Can't keep it up. It's like too many. It's just like confuse the words. Too many. Number one mod in the game, Drew. Drop in my Instagram link if you do want to get a hold of me. Instagram is probably your best bet. Nor said, hit the like button. Unbroken Bonds, the set that made him quit opening packs back in 2019. There you go. Let's see. Pokemon Dentist says, I feel like I'm in Pokemon Boot Camp. Am I the drill sergeant in this one? Oh boy. T Chevs, good to see you. Pokekid said, PK, Pokemon investment is dead. Where have you been? Pokekid is the man who keeps doing first to market plays. Pokekid, you sent me, we were talking about this the other day, and Pokekid sent me some screenshots. I don't know. Pokekid, stop messaging me on different platforms, too. Message me on one platform. I got, like, one photo on Discord, one photo on Instagram. But, yeah, Pokekid was doing first-to-market plays. He sent me a photo of his Roaring Moon from Paradox Rift. He sold for $861 in a PSA 10. So yeah, that card is definitely not $861 in a PSA 10. And then he sent me, yeah, another Roaring Moon, like, that he sold. Yeah. Either way, pretty crazy. $861, but he does first to market plays. Garen M says, I remind my wife every day on this Evolving Skies reprint price crash missed opportunity and how she told me, stupid idea. Never listen to the wife, fellas. Listen, though. You got to listen to the wife a little bit. If you guys ask me what's my number one recommendation for success in this hobby, is you have to have a supportive, significant other. You need a significant other that supports you in your Pokemon collecting journey. And if you talk to anyone here who is successful in this hobby, there's always usually one common denominator through most of those people, and that is a significant other that supports them in their Pokemon journey. If you are doing this and your wife is totally against it, man, you will be doing a constant uphill battle, especially if you're hiding packages, you're hiding all kinds of stuff. That is not a good way to navigate this hobby, man. And it'll probably come back and crash and burn, hit you in the face. So that is my wife. Find yourself a significant other that gets it, or if they don't understand it, explain it to them. Explain it to them in the nicest way possible. And say, prepare for potential, just like Team Rocket. Prepare for trouble, make it double. Prepare for financial ruins and make it double. That could also be if you're doing it the wrong way. And for anybody new out there too, be mindful of what you're buying. Everything is shiny. It's shiny cardboard. Everything is flashy. Stick with the items that are going to perform the best. Don't go chasing all this auxiliary product all the time. It's fine to have some. I listen. I get one of every 3-pack blister, check lane blister. I do it all. But don't go too heavy in this product. Like, stick with the real good products, your booster boxes, stuff like this. And then if you do go specialty collections, make sure they got good promos in it. Good promos will carry certain products. Shout out the Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, VMAX collection boxes. Good promos carry products. It also helps that there's Evolving Skies in it, but those are good promos and a good product. Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs, good stamp promos, good products. TY Guy said, rant. Ugh, is that new? Is that new to my channel? I should have gave a disclaimer before people tuned in. Caution, rants within. Or 30 says, where do you see 151 in 2 years after the reprint window is over? Hidden Fates. So, Hidden Fates is $15 a booster box, $150 for an ETB. I'd say that is a good baseline in 2 years for 151. So you're looking about $150 a booster box. So, you buy in at $49.99. You double that, you're at $150, and you got $15 packs. That's where I see 151 in 2 years. Nam says, I click because it's PK. I almost never pay attention to the thumbnail. I saw that. Eric says, I saw the green. I mean, I also like green, yes. Green means go, red means stop. Or some people means red means click, green means, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to figure it out. If you guys, let me know, if you guys are watching this after the fact, please let me know which thumbnail did you join with? Did you join with this thumbnail, or did you join with the green one? I need to know. Let me know down in the comments if you are watching this video after the fact. Jimbo Slice says, Surgeon Sparks at $300 a box, I hear. Oh, if Surgeon Sparks hits $300 a booster box, see, this is the thing. When Vivid Voltage was going crazy, there were people that were buying into Vivid Voltage at 280. And they were buying into Vivid Voltage at 280 because they thought it was an investment. If Surgeon Sparks goes up to 300 and gets a massive reprint, there are going to be people that are going to leave so much money on this table. And this is going to be the hardest part for some people. Sometimes, if things just keep going up, you cannot live in the rearview mirror. You just got to move on. Pokemon's like a bus. If you miss one, there's one coming 10 minutes later. Don't feel that because you missed one that you can never catch back up. Even if you sold out of your Evolving Skies, there are still so many opportunities from then till now where you could have made money, as assuming you were turning, burning, and flipping that money. Let's see. Uh, Nor says he's excited because the next reveal in Japan is a evolution set. Yeah, I don't. If people are this like stoked about Surge and Sparks, what are they gonna do with the evolution set? What are they gonna do with the gym set? What are they gonna do with the Team Rocket set? The next couple months, like first of all, we're moving into the holiday season. We don't have a lot of supply of a lot of this stuff right now. Holiday season drives traffic for like parents buying shit for their kids and stuff. We're gonna run into another holiday season where Pokemon is scarce again. What is Pokemon printing? I don't think Pokemon is printing booster boxes right now because booster boxes are not big box. I think Pokemon is super hyper focused on printing products for big box retail. Big box retail is obviously your real big ones, which is like Sam's Clubs, Costco's, BJ's. We saw all the reprints there, but I mean, they have to keep the stock shelves, or they have to keep the shelves stocked for Walmart. They have to keep it stocked for Target. They have to keep it stocked for Best Buy. This holiday season is going to look pretty dark. And MJ Holden's the company that stocks for Walmart. And I've said this a million times, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm sure that there's somebody from Pokemon has a direct line to whoever Pokemon's rep is at MJ Holden. And they're probably screaming at them on the phone saying, or no, excuse me, not Pokemon, Walmart. Excuse me. I said Pokemon. Walmart's distributor is MJ Holden. And there's somebody at Walmart corporate calling the MJ Holden, their people, and saying, we are Walmart. You need to put product on the shelves. We are Walmart. Our business model is not empty shelves. This is not how we do business. You do not walk into Walmart expecting empty shelves. That is not Walmart's business model. They must be calling their rep at MJ Holden. How many Walmart stores are there across the country? How many do you walk into that have almost nothing for product? They must be like, we are your biggest client. We buy however many millions of packs of Pokemon cards every year. We keep who knows how many people employed at MJ Holden's whose job it is to just restock our Walmarts and our shelves. You got to get us product, This holiday season is going to be dark. We're going to be back to that timeline where shelves are empty. And Target, the same thing. Target does not make money with empty shelves. When some little 10-year-old walks into Walmart and goes to the card aisle and then he goes to the toy aisle looking for Pokemon cards and they're nowhere to be found, that is not Walmart's business model. Their business model is to have things on the shelves and for people to buy them. How long can you make excuses? Like, okay, in 2020, everyone got to make an excuse, the pandemic. That destroyed everything. All product lines shut down for all stuff. Scarcity. It's not our fault. Blame it on that. What are you blaming it on in 2024? Why is there still not product available? So I think they're printing whatever they can to support these people. That means check lane blisters, 3-pack blisters, tins, specialty boxes, and regular sleeve blisters. I don't think they're worried about booster boxes because booster boxes is not the main product for big box, Walmart and Target. I think they're just focusing on these. So I think booster boxes are going to perform even that much better because I think Pokemon's just like, yeah, we can print booster boxes. That's fine and all, but we got to print everything else. So I think people right now are seeing like shortages in booster boxes in comparison to previous sets. But I don't think it's Pokemon printing less. Because I think people take less booster boxes, meaning less packs printed. I do not believe that is the case. I believe that the case is same amount of packs printed, maybe even more, but just how they are distributing them. I think they are distributing to big box retail because when Christmas comes along, they want cards on the shelf at Walmart. They want them at Target. I think the same amount's being printed. I just think booster boxes they probably looked at their entire SKU of products and they say, which product helps out Walmart and Target the least, and it was an easy one. Booster boxes. Walmart and Target do not sell booster boxes. They're like, let's print less of these, let's print more of everything else so we could like supply our biggest client. I think that's where we're at right now. Liquid Citrine said, PK, I think it was green thumbnail when I came in. My question is, do you have experience grading packs with PSA, and any tips for that if you do? Liquid, I don't know if that is a troll, but yes, I probably have some of the most pack experience grading in this entire hobby. And my most recent pack grading submission through PSA was 136 packs. And after grading 136 packs of my most recent pack grading submission with PSA, I will confidently tell you I do not know how PSA grades packs. In fact, after grading 136 packs, I now know less. I know less information now than I did before grading 136 packs. So I can bring you no special nuances on how to grade packs with PSA. Good old PSA pack grading. I'm sure there are some people out there probably heard me say, oh, PK. Nornor said, scalpers left with one piece to come back to Pokemon. Oh, yeah. Forgot about One Piece, Lorcana. They're still doing their things. The whole trading card hobby is strong right now. Even Magic seems to be doing a little thing. Yeah, 151 Zard, obviously. I should have put the... See, I messed up. I did two thumbnails. I did the green arrows. I did the red arrows. I didn't even think to put the Charizard graded on... I should have put the Charizard. I messed up. Jimbo, or whoever said that. Nornor, good saying that. Or yeah, it was Jimbo Slice. Sun Ganda said, the real ones were here since his channel was run by a 13-year-old kid talking over Pokemon memes and loves CGC. Yes. That is very, very true. Let's see. I would be surprised if Only Surgeon gets reprinted. If there's a big reprint, I think it'll be multiple sets, including Twilight. Don't tell me that. I will live in my house, and my house is made of denial. It's a brick house, and I laid each one of these bricks of denial one by one. Thoughts on Paldea Fates PK? It's a one set that doesn't get talked about too much. Aside from the Bubble Mew going up recently. Yeah, Bubble Mew hit $500 recently. It's interesting. I think the problem is Paldea Fates is a specialty set, and we've just been so beat up by specialty sets as of recently that they just have been doing so poorly in comparison. Well, that actually, all right, with the exception of 151. 151, obviously, a specialty set, kind of the outlier in that situation, but like a lot of the recent specialty sets haven't done great, so I think a lot of people are just worried about that. D. Sani said, what do you think about CGC? Are you guys just trolling me now? Chase said, Sub PK, caught second half of the stream. Where's Surgeon Sparks at? Under 120. Oh, God. The thumbnail really got people. Lurkin said, PK, when's the next Fanatics with PK? I've been catching them here and there. I will be live Friday night at 8:30 p.m. and then Saturday at 8:30 p.m. we are doing a mega stream. So high-end stuff. If you guys, do you guys want to see... I'm not here to do a... I'm not here to do a Fanatics shield stream, but we could just go through a couple. So these will be cards that will be... So turn on your screen right now if you guys want to see pretty cards. We're going to go quick, though. We're going to go quick. You guys are... See, I actually could do my hand cam now. Oh, there you go. A little base set hollow and a 1. Oh, yeah. Nothing like the camera not being able to autofocus fast enough. These are cards that will be going up very soon. You guys do get the sneak preview. This is your sneak preview. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We got a lot of cool cards. You guys are tuning in right now. These are all cards that will be, most of these cards will actually be up Saturday night. Ooh, that's cool. A little Shadowless Squirtle and a PSA 10. Ooh, Steam Siege Gardevoir. Speaking of the chase. Ooh, little Master Ball Reverse Jolteon. Oh, there you go. Speaking of the set that started it all, there's that Sylveon GX for you. That is the set that started it all. Yes. This is the part where it would be interesting to look at viewer retention right here. Do people actually even care about shiny, good cards, you know? Or is this the point where, like, the retention drops because people don't even want to look at, like, cool cards in cool grades? But yes, this is the time. These are cards that will be up for sale. A lot of these cards, yeah, there's obviously a lot. Ooh, this is a good one. Shout out to McNick. McNick, remember I sold you this Absol, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and a 9? Well, here is a 10. A lot of cool cards coming up. Big auction coming up Saturday night. Now I feel like I'm doing the... I'm just chilling. Chilling. How much money worth of cards am I up to right at this point? This is a cool card. Speaking of promo, see? When I said earlier in today's video, booster boxes is the way to go, but some promos carry products. Example, see Mewtwo and Mew, cool artwork on a card, gonna carry a product. Now I'm talking to like a Spicy Boy. Evolution's Blastoise. Enough of these. Oh my god, how many Crown Zenith things do we have graded? We are still going. We are not done yet. You guys are getting... Oh boy. Let's, hold on. Gotta make room. Too many cards in front of me. This is your guys' sneak preview. Whoa, there's a big one. Little old Ray and a PSA 10. So some people say they're going to run big cards when they start live streaming. Other people put their money where their mouth is. Got enough of these Charizards, though. A lot of Japanese, a lot of English. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm be very interested when I go back and see the retention on this. How many people stuck around? How many people leave? Even though we're probably showing tens of thousands of dollars worth of cards right now. Alright, we're getting close to the end. How many of these... you can tell the Crown Zenith plays are strong with this one. Little Unified Minds. Another... Ooh, there we go. A little Sylveon. Bobbin Sky Secret Rare. There we go. Shiny Legends. Test Tube, Mewtwo, and a 9. Followed by the old mediocre Leafeon VMAX from a Bobbin Skies. There you go. Those are cards that are going up for auction. A lot of those will be going up on Saturday. Some of those will be going up on Friday. It's been fun. I appreciate you asking me how Fanatics has been. If you guys... Yep, but I'm not gonna... Listen, I've done enough shilling on Fanatics on the last couple of streams. I think now is the time where I'm gonna kind of just talk about the market. Oh, God. And then... Maybe we'll... I was going to throw up like a CGC 8.5 and be like, maybe this card will be up there too. I can tell I'm getting over being sick too. Keep coughing. Thrift Hardy said, first, Wonku said, Gloria Team Rocket is what I'm saving for you. There will be no real crash for 151 as long as I'm alive. Keep that in good mind. Luck out there, guys. Evolving Skies Plus Pokemon 151. Nostalgia incoming in the next 20 years. What price will the future adults pay for boxes, ETBs, etc.? It's hard. I mean, look at what people are paying for sets they weren't even around for. A lot of people. This is the thing I hate too. People are always like, people don't have like nostalgia for sets they weren't around for. A lot of people weren't around for Gold Star sets. You know? Team Rocket Returns, Deoxys, Emerald, Legend Maker, Unseen Forces. Nobody was around for that stuff. Everybody loves it because there's Gold Stars. So don't I take everything with a grain of salt, but the thing is nothing is false, but nothing is correct either. There's so much gray area in this hobby, and that's like when you come to a channel like mine, I will try to give you more like the nuanced answers and not the is Pokemon investable, is Pokemon not investable. The short answer is yes, Pokemon's investable. The long answer is some products in this hobby are not investable. Sorry for all you build and battle state or not build and battle. What's that stupid Battle Academy? Sorry for all you Battle Academy investors out there. It's gonna be a rough time. You pizzaed instead of French fried, and you had a bad time. Same thing with some of those products. Same thing with Shiny Fates ETBs paying 120 at release. The same thing as buying Vivid Voltage at 280 before the reprint. The same thing as buying Vivid Voltage ETB at 140. The same thing as buying Darkness Blaze ETB at 120. The same with buying Battle Styles at pre-release for 150, 160 and having your money stagnant for 3-4 years. Some things are good buys, some things are not. See, we got Loco Los Collections. I appreciate you, buddy. He's been a member for 8 months. Wow, crazy. Ooh. PokeKid said, Surging Sparks is mid. Everyone's entitled to their own takes. Sungana said, give me $700 Pika and a felt hat. Yes. Let's see. Trev says, I really don't want to go back to having the pre-order within the first 2 minutes of Pokemon TCG drops, posts, and pre-orders again. Yeah. Let's see. PK has been talking for an hour. What's happening here? Billy and Rubik's. How are you doing there, Bill? Oh, Billy. Billy. So intense. You tell them, PK. No, Billy. You tell them. You yell at them. No, Billy. You yell at them. Good to see you, Billy. Billy saying breathe. Having trouble breathing today. I'm gonna have to probably like, I don't know, take a break. I almost feel like they grade them on the sharpness of printing layers, tilt. I don't know what he's saying. PokeKid said, poor Mr. Z subbing all those packs of PSA. Now PK killed the pack grade with CNG Emporium. There might be a little shred of truth to that. Liquid said, did you know about the PK pack rating lore? Now I know to just wing it. Oh, he said did know about okay. So he was just trolling me. Liquid said he slammed the like button. Yeah, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. I do see we didn't lose all our viewers after I was showing some fire cards, so. NFT Pirate says, these PSA pops for modern era concern me. I get the demand is better than ever, but I often look back to vintage of great cards going for similar prices at PSA 9 and 10, yet with 1/500th of the population. You're speaking like a true vintage collector, man. Listen, you just need one buyer. I have reverse hollow trainers from Skyridge that I got in a bidding action and paid $125 for some reverse hollow. No one gives a F about trainer because it's a pop 6. So one thing nice about low pop is you only need like 2 people bidding it. I mean, look at a great example was, I think, Deanne's most recent live. He talked about one of the cards he sold, which is the Black Star Venusaur. Shout out to Rusty TCA Gaming. Rusty owned one. I don't know if Rusty still owns his. But, yeah, the Black Star promo, WotC promo Venusaur in a PSA 10 is only a pop 18. But it has like a 5,000 or 9,000. Man, I can't remember numbers. 5 or 9 thousandths of those cards graded, and out of 5 or 9 thousand of them, you have 18 PSA 10s. And for a regular mass-produced WotC promo, there's nothing scarce about WotC promos. That sorry, did I say yeah? Bulbasaur, Venusaur. Which one is it? Either way, sold for $19,000 at auction for a Black Star promo from WotC. Uh, it's all about. I mean, you just don't need a lot of people. So Wreck-It Ralph says, with doing all Fanatics live, are there any products or cards that have surprised you with how popular they are? Promos. Promos have definitely surprised me at how well promos do. Because you would think that a lot of people would have promos already. So you would think everyone has these promos, so the promos will probably do really bad just because nobody's really going to bid on something they already have. But no, people really like promos. Yeah, I mean, it does surprise me a little bit, but I already knew because I did a lot of research before. Um, so Saul said, should I take sealed product to sell at conventions or just sell online eBay? It depends. What are you taking? If you are going to local conventions, then I'd say, yeah, take sealed product because you're going to probably get close to full market on sealed product. You're not going to pay fees. You're not going to pay shipping, and you can just bring it home if it doesn't sell. Now, if you're flying to conventions, and then it starts to get a little dicey logistically, because now you're talking a lot more baggage. You're not going to be able to carry on a lot of, sealed products. So now you're checking a bag, or if you're not checking a bag, you're mailing it either to somebody there, shipping it to the hotel, which is pretty scary. We've seen 7 figures of cards. It was last year or the year before. Literally that exact scenario. They shipped cards to the hotel and they disappeared. $1 million worth of cards. Rattle made the video. Somebody linked the video if they know it off the top of their head. Chris Texas said, marbles are gold, yes. Liquid said, yo, PK, Saturday isn't a PK death stream, right? Just higher than normal. Ticket item stream, yes, just higher than normal. I'm still waiting to do the PK death stream. If you guys don't, yeah. I'm not going to get into that. Cardboard Nerd said, thanks for the pod. You're teaching a lot of new and old collectors. There will be ups and downs, but there will always be the OGs, starters, and Charizard love. Yeah. Well, somebody said, I forget who it was. I forget. But it was, old people like to pull Charizards. Young people like to pull Charizards. Everybody likes to pull Charizards. It just is what it is. Brett said, red is better because of the color, but green thumbnail is more realistic. I've been looking back to old sets cards. I think as new money comes back, more will go. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. All right, guys, I made it to the bottom of the chat. I couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate you guys. I don't see any more questions. If you could do me a favor before you turn off this video. 2 things. 1, hit that like button. If you hit the like button, it helps push this video out to maybe people that have never seen it. And a lot of new people are in this hobby. Maybe somebody will enjoy this content. Number 2, if you are new to this channel, and you are one of those maniacs who is not subscribed, but you made it to the end of an hour and 19-minute long video with some maniac in his grandma's basement yelling at a wall, which his camera happens to be mounted to, do me a favor, hit that like button. Other than that, as always, guys, appreciate every single one of you. If it wasn't for you guys, this hobby would not be a fun place. But as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next video.